Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm so sorry it's been so long in between videos. I thought it would be cool to do a nod-krai preparation video, partially because I need to do a little bit of farming myself, but I thought this could also serve as a guide for you guys if you want to get your accounts in order before the release of nod-krai also. As you can see, I did pull for Inefa and I definitely do not regret getting her. She is so much fun and I adore her character and her design. Her kit is also really cool and I've been enjoying testing out the new lunar charge reaction. So I'll be farming things like mora, EXP books, collectibles, materials, and I also did want to ascend the traveler's weapon. I'm sure there'll be some other things that will pop up that I've forgotten to mention as well. And just before I get into the video, I wanted to mention that I am going to be hosting a giveaway over on my Instagram account once I reach 1,000 followers. I'll be giving away a Welkin or the equivalent on Honkai Star Rails. I will make a more detailed post about the giveaway once I am a bit closer to reaching that goal. But if that is something that you are interested in, I will link my Instagram page in the description of this video and you can go and have a look yourself. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and start preparing for nod-krai. Okay, so it is day one of my nod-krai preparation. Because it is a Sunday today, meaning that all weapon material domains and talent domains are open, I would firstly like to just ascend the traveler's weapon. I do believe this will only take me one run, so that's really good. I will just show you my traveler build because it is quite strange, I would say, knowing the stats. So I have her on the gladiator set, and this is just purely because it actually low-key stresses me out how we get a new traveler kit every nation. I don't know if there will be one for nod-krai, but the thought of having so many different builds for each element on the traveler like really stresses me out. So the idea is that she will just be able to do a decent amount of physical damage. So that is why she's on this artifact set. And this is the weapon I have on her. This is actually my second copy. The other copy I have is on Bennett and at level 90. I think I might just take this one to 80 in the name of preserving Mora for upcoming characters. But yeah, is the idea. I am such a fan of standing AFK with Arena and Inefa. It is so chill to play like that, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, perfect. So I needed 9 of these and that's exactly what I got. So I will just go ahead and send that weapon. Depending on if I already have any gold pieces, I might take it to 90, but like I said, it's definitely not a priority for me at the moment. I was gonna see if I could do that with only 2-star materials, but turns out I had essentially none. I don't have any gold pieces, so that is totally fine. That is the first item checked off my to-do list, and it was nice and quick. Also, can I just say, I think that this weapon really matches Lumine's sort of aesthetic, especially while she is Pyro Traveler, because it matches the little, what do you call that? The center of her hairpiece, I guess. So this is what the build stats look like. She's not hyper invested in the slightest. Like, I've essentially just whacked whatever pieces I can onto her. Talents are also mostly ignored because they get changed every nation. And like I said, it's like resources. I get stressed, you know, allocating them to limited characters and stuff like that. But she's definitely more than adequate and she can deal a nice amount of physical damage. So yeah, I'm really happy that's done. So the next thing I would like to do after condensing a little bit of resin is farming some Mora and EXP books. I will be farming these in Fontaine because I ran out of a certain type of material after building Escoffier and Skirk and Emily. I don't remember if all of them used the material. Yeah, it was all these thingies. I basically completely ran out. So I'm just trying to be clever about it and do ley lines in Fontaine because they will give me the materials without having to actually farm the enemies. That is definitely a tip I would suggest if you need a certain type of material and you are also farming for books or mora and wanting to build a character. You can easily just sort of merge the tasks into two, or at least get a bit of a head start on that type of material just at the same time. And as always, I am claiming rewards with my friendship team just so that I can get progress towards their name card. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but after seeing the lineup for nod-krai, I'm kind of scared because there was not a single character I wanted to skip, low-key. Like, or not a single character I dislike. I believe at this point in time it's going to be Lalma first half of 6.0 and then Flint's. I really want both of them, so we will see what happens. I think Flint's is definitely top priority for me, but I do really want Lalma as well. She is so gorgeous. I am definitely a sucker for pretty women. Okay, so this is what my EXP book stash looks like. I have 505 purples. I will run you guys through the minimum requirements if you're going to max out a character, including their talents. You will need 7.1 million mora and 419 of these purple books. Of course, you can mix and match with other colors and not need as many purples. This is just sort of like a minimum. And then 1, 9, 9, and 6 of the elemental gemstones for the character's element. And what I mean by that is, for example, if I was going to be building a pyro character like Durin, I would need 1 green pyro gem, I would need 9 blues, 9 purples, and 6 reds. So if you know that you're going to be pulling for a character 100%, I would definitely recommend trying to pre-craft those gemstones. Realizing you don't have enough halfway through your build can be quite annoying, speaking from experience. Once again, been such a long time since I've played Genshin on my PC. And I know I mention it all the time, but yeah, I just, especially if it's been a long time in between playing, I really struggle with like using the keyboard and mouse. Like I need a little while to get used to it again. So if you see some scuffed gameplay, don't worry about it. We'll just ignore it together. It's totally fine. I was trying so hard to dodge that attack. Such a skill issue for me. But yeah, just going back to what I was saying about building the Traveler, I always have my first slot as my story team, which is basically the team I'll use to play through Archon quests. There's obviously no need to do this, it's just a personal thing. It kind of feels more lore accurate to me to have the Traveler in the party. And then, so obviously if I'm going to be using her, I want her to be usable, if that makes sense. Like if she was just not leveled, there would sort of be no point having her there. Not that there really is anyway, but yeah, I can definitely get her to do a little bit of damage. In terms of the other characters from the current nod-krai lineup that I definitely want to pull, it's currently only Columbina. Like as a, I am 100% pulling for you. I am definitely also really interested in Barker and Jehoda. I haven't quite made up my mind about Nicole, but I do sort of have a soft spot for her already just because my best friend's name is Nicole, and I don't know, I feel like it would be really cool to have a character with her name on my account. And then I'm also quite curious about Nefer as well. Her design is really cool, and I also love Durin. Just totally adored mini Durin during the Simulanka quest. And now that he is going to be playable is so insane and so cool. His design looks really awesome too. I do like Aino. I'm not hyped for her as I am other characters. I do think she's really cute though, and from what I've seen so far, the bond between her and Inefa, what just showed up on my screen? But yeah, the bond between her and Inefa is so sweet. And I think I'll probably end up getting her anyway because she is a 4-star, and I'm assuming she'll be with either Flint's or Lalma, so that'll happen anyway. I'm also fairly certain she's rumored to be a really good off-field hydro applicator, so that will be cool. Interested to see where she will fit into in certain team comps. Okay, so I'm over 3.5 million now, which makes me happy. I definitely think the bare minimum for me going into nod-krai, and what I would suggest for you guys right now to— oh my goodness, I didn't switch teams. Oh no. What is this? This is my friendship team, so it's all like— oh, it's 2 built characters but 2 like underleveled characters with no build at all. I literally don't even know what I was saying. I call myself God. Oh yeah, so like as a bare minimum in your farming for nod-krai, or like your preparation for nod-krai, I would say, especially if you are going to be pulling in the first patch of nod-krai, having at least enough mora and books to max out a character just so that you can comfortably play. Also, I definitely want to stay true to the cozy content aspect, or the cozy vibe I want my channel to have, so I might not talk as much for some days of this video and sort of just leave it more as a lo-fi music and watch me play sort of vibe. I know it can also get kind of boring and low-key overstimulating to just have someone yap your ear off when you kind of just want to chill. If I'm wrong in that assumption though, please do let me know. But yeah, that I think will wrap up day 1. Catching this sleepy vibe, I think I will log off for the night and be back in time for day 2. So it is now day 2 and we are beginning the day in a very gloomy looking Fontaine. I will let you guys know that just before I started recording, I was actually zapped by lightning. And I have not actually had that happen for a long time, like potentially even since Inazuma, because if you're paying attention, you can see where it's about to land. But yeah, no, it really caught me off guard. It's kind of good though, because I get free hydro application on all my attacks here. So as you can see, I currently have 4.1 million mora. Right now, I think the plan is just to focus on getting that number to 7 million at least, because then I can theoretically max out one character, and then after that I will probably focus on doubling those numbers, and I've already got the required amount of books to do one character, so that's why I'm going to be doing that first. Wow, it looks so sunny and beautiful now that that thunderstorm has stopped. Oh my goodness, I'm jealous. Where I live, oh, I feel like maybe I jinxed that. The rain looks like it's still here. I was just gonna say, where I live, overnight it actually got down to -1 degrees Celsius, which was honestly painful. Like, my face was stinging in my bedroom. It was that cold. Not fun at all. Definitely would not recommend. So since I have used up all of my pre-condensed resin, I'm just going to do a little bit more and also claim my dailies at the same time. Oh my goodness, you guys, I just realized these are all gonna disappear once we get to nod-krai. That's so sad. I feel like my team is a little bit useless against these enemies. I just spent 9 condensed resin, so ooh, my mora count is now at 5.2 million out of 7 million. So definitely getting super close, which makes me really happy. See you again for day 3. It is now day 3. If you can't tell by my voice, I am quite sick at the moment. But I did still want to film because it's actually been a little while since I filmed a segment for this video. I've still been farming in my own time though, so I have made some good progress. What I wanted to do today was just collect some local specialties. This is not necessary, especially because the nod-krai characters, I'm almost 99% sure they'll have nod-krai local specialties for their ascensions, but you know, just in case characters come out in the future, I like to have my local specialties sitting at around 100 at least, just in case, and that way pre-farming a character isn't as time consuming. So that's what I'm going to do while I am feeling awful. It's definitely not something you have to do in preparation, it's more just a me thing. The Genshin live stream was last night for nod-krai, and oh my goodness, I am feeling so hyped for the new update. I still feel the same way too, like there's not a single character so far that I dislike from nod-krai. I also think it's really great that we are getting the Sumeru Chronicled Wish banner as well, because it has been a very long time since some of those characters were on a banner. So I definitely want to pull for Lauma and Fluence, like I said earlier. I also would really like to get Nilou from the Chronicled Wish too. I have skipped her every time she's been on a banner just because I have sort of prioritized other characters that have been on the banner around the same time as her. But I have loved Nilou since day one, and I would really like to get her, especially because I'm pretty sure she'll be really good in a team with Lauma. Guys, I'm so sorry that my voice sounds so like monotone and dead. I promise I'm not like upset, I just feel really sick. I'm also really excited that the 5-star standard character selector is back, because I still don't have a copy of Yume Mizuki, and I will be able to get one because of this selector, so that would be really cool. And also that new system, I think it's 4 times a year you can get a constellation for a limited character, but I believe it's not for every single limited character that exists. I think it's every character that's been on a Chronicled Wish banner before, but that might be incorrect, so don't quote me. On my account, I'm not really sure who I would go for first, because I do have a lot of characters I would not mind having some constellations of. We'll definitely have to think about that. And then also the new, what's it called? I forget the name, but the item that you can use to level up a character to 100. That's very exciting too. I actually do have a C7 technically Diluc, so I think I'll be getting one of those new items, which I think would allow me to take a character to level 95. To be completely honest, I have no idea which character I would even want to take up there first, because if I can only do one, I'll have to be very picky. And then the new pet that we're getting looks really cute as well. Another reason I like collecting materials and just having some at bay is because if I decide I want to level 90 a character, then I will be able to do that. I'm also really happy that we get, I think it was 20 free pulls. There is 10 from checking in daily, and then 10, I believe it's just as an anniversary reward gift sort of thing. Whoa. Oh my goodness. That was a bit violent. I don't know if it's been... Oh no, I don't want to... You know what? No, I'm not dealing with that. Today is not the day. But yeah, I'm sure that we'll get like so many pulls just from exploration and quests in nod-krai as well. Yeah, hopefully that will help. Oh, he's still following me? Or are you finished? Okay, he's finished. Yeah, hopefully that will help with being able to pull for all these new characters that everyone wants. I don't think I'll go for Lauma's signature weapon, but I would like to have Flince's. Yeah, it just looks like such a fun update and I just can't wait, really. I think that the Easy Breeze Holiday Resort was probably the best way we could have finished off Natlan. We all know that Natlan was not without its flaws. I don't need to get into that because I'm sure most of you will know what I'm talking about, but I think it was a nice, fun, colourful, positive way to finish the nation. I'm glad we could finish it on a sort of more positive note, and it was really nice, albeit devastating, to witness or learn about Bennett's Law, that poor little baby. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of pigs. Okay, right. I just wanted to look at the pigs, man. This looks so cool when it erupts, I can't lie. Just an update on my savings now. I have farmed over 8 million, almost 9 million mora, which I'm very pleased about. And then this is the book situation. It's not as great as I want it to be because I did actually do a little bit of building for my Aoife. I took him to level 80, I did his weapon to 50, also gave him a couple artifacts that are somewhat leveled and sort of touched his talents. That took a little bit of mora and books as well, but I don't regret it because I love Aoife so much. I actually regret not making a video purely based on building him. Another thing I did which led me to skipping a couple days of mora and book farming was actually pre-farm the mats to take Sucrose to level 90, just because I have heard she may be in the best in-slot team for Flints. Okay, so I think that's all of our Natlan specialties completed. I will make a start on these barrel conches and then a lot of these Sumeru ones probably in my own time. I will update you the next day and I will also spend my resin, but yeah, I will see you again tomorrow for the update. Okay, it is the final day of my preparation for nod-krai. So I ended up getting over 100 for all of my local specialties, which I am very pleased about. Actually, I'm a liar. I don't even want to think about these mushrooms ever again. That they are literally my least favorite thing in the game to collect. I will go ahead and do that though, eventually. But other than that, everything is finished, so I am really pleased about that. The books, as of right now, I am on 821, so that is enough for approximately 2 characters to 90. And then my mora is almost at 11 million. My wish count is at 67. I am very close to having enough pulls for Lauma. That is if I win the 50-50, of course. It is currently about a week until nod-krai drops. Yeah, 3rd of September, so exactly 7 days. In those 7 days, I am going to just continue farming mora and books just to get as many as I can before it goes live. But I'm not too worried because I know we'll be getting a bunch more of both of those materials from the events and the exploration
quest rewards and that sort of thing. The last thing I would like to recommend is to catch up on your weekly bosses, because the new characters are most likely going to need the most recent weekly boss materials, so it's a good idea to have a few of them just stocked up in case you need them. It's also really good to farm these trounce domains for the dream solvent, because if you don't have enough of a specific material, you can easily just convert it. Yeah, I think that wraps up this video. I know it was all over the place. I did sort of write out like a template of what I wanted to talk about and when, but I definitely think I've learned I would like to follow somewhat of a script when I record these videos just to make them a bit better quality for you guys. And apologies once again, this sickness really did take me out. I actually skipped about 4 days after I got sick. It ended up being the flu, so that was really not fun at all. I'm feeling a lot better now though, but my voice still sounds pretty different. I wish you all the best of luck for your nod-krai pre-farming and also your pools if you are going for any of the new or returning characters. If you enjoy videos like this one, then I would love to have you subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Have a great day and I will see you later.